Hey, I'm glad you came across this video. Me and my teammates from Graviteam are hereby ready to present an interesting project depicting an n-body simulation model using parallelization. Team detail is in the description. The universe started with a Big Bang, and it's been expanding ever since. That's not the weird part though. The weird part is, it's not slowing down. And there are a handful of reasons that might have resulted in this weird anomaly. Most prominent of these theories is one proposed by Einstein, which states an interesting phenomenon about gravity itself. If we are able to simulate a region of uniform energy, which includes uniform motion and a uniform potential energy that remains constant throughout the region, it can produce gravitational waves that are powerful enough to travel throughout the universe in 10 raised to the power of minus 31 seconds. That's faster than the speed of light if it wasn't clear already. So that explains how the universe might be accelerating at a faster pace than it was 100,000 years ago. But let's back it up a little. In fact, let's back it up by a considerable margin. Let's pick two balls, ball A and ball B. Both these balls have the exact same size, mass, and other geometric features. If they are left in a vacuum, the only force that will act between them will be gravitational. It's easy to predict what will happen. But once the bodies start increasing, it becomes increasingly difficult to predict their exact trajectory, motion gradients, viscosity, acceleration and all. So we use computers, our age-old pals, to do these complex calculations for us. And it works exceptionally well for bodies up to the thousands. Unfortunately, once the bodies start exceeding the 100,000 mark, it becomes exceedingly difficult for even the most computationally powerful computers to complete the job sufficiently. That's why the concept of parallel computing comes into play. In a serial implementation, we use two serial for loops for an n particle by n particle simulation. If the theoretical peak for these kind of simulations has a value of 4,505 gigaflops, our serial implementation can only reach a meager 3.2 gigaflops, which is around 0.07% of the best it can do. Now I don't know about you, but I can definitely see that it needs some improvement. So for our second case, we parallelize the inner J variable for loop, and it shows some improvement. Our performance is now at 12.3 gigaflops, which is 0.31% of our peak. This is already almost 4 times better than the previous case. But there's one more rabbit in our hat. For our final case, we parallelize the outer I variable for loop, and this time we reach almost 8% of our peak performance, which is outrageously better than both our previous implementations. But how did this happen? Well, in our inner parallelization, we still had to perform the first n cases in a serial manner, which was extremely inefficient. Therefore, this time our simulator performed almost 30 times better than our inner and 120 times better than our serial for loop implementations respectively. You see, it's not the best implementation there is. There might be better models that use the concepts of advanced parallelization and multi-threading, but just on a basic level, just parallelizing two for loops could make a world of difference. And that is the power of parallel computing. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a great day on behalf of the entire Graviteam team.